Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir, and today we'll continue with chapter number 8, that is gravitation. Our today's topic is gravitational acceleration. Okay, gravitational acceleration. Now you already know what is acceleration. Acceleration means change in velocity with respect to time. Now see gravitational acceleration. The acceleration of the body, the acceleration of the body produced by gravitational force of Earth, produced by gravitational force of Earth is gravitational acceleration. Okay, so what is gravitational acceleration? The acceleration of a body produced due to the gravitational force of Earth. Okay, and it is denoted by G. Okay, gravitational acceleration is denoted by G. Okay, now see the gravitational force F exerted by the Earth having mass ME and radius RE on the object of mass situated at a distance r from the center, we can take it as F equal to Gm ME by r square. See, we know that the force acting between any two body, that is G m1 m2 by r square. Okay, now if I take Earth, okay, now the mass of Earth, let's take mass of Earth equal to me. Mass of the Earth equal to me. Okay, the radius of Earth, I will take it as r. R means radius of Earth, that is equal to re. Okay, now if we take any object on the surface of the Earth, let's take any body, okay, of mass m, any body of mass m on the surface of the Earth. Okay, then the force acting on that mass, that is the gravitational force. Okay, so gravitational force acting on any body having mass m on surface of Earth. Now see, the force acting will be towards the center. The gravitational force acting will be towards the center. Okay, that is Fg. The gravitational force will be at the center. Okay, now let's take that this object is at any distance r. Okay, let's take surface. Okay, if it is on the surface, then the force will be equal to Fg, that is gravitational force on the surface. That is G m1, that is m2, that is me, upon distance from the center, that is re square. Okay, but we know that the formula for force is mass into acceleration. Okay, we know that it is mass into acceleration. Okay, so Fg, I can write it down, Fmg. Here the acceleration is gravitational acceleration. So that will be equal to G m me by r e square. Here, so gets cancelled. So the formula for gravitational acceleration on the surface of Earth is g me by r e square. Okay, the gravitational acceleration on the surface of Earth is g me by r e square. Okay, and in general, the value of g is taken as, in general, the value of g is taken as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so for numericals, we'll be taking the value of g as 9.8 meter per second square or 980 centimeter per second square. Sometimes we also used to take round figure as 10 meter per second square. Okay, so what is the value of gravitational acceleration on the surface of Earth? In general, this value is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, clear? So this was about gravitational acceleration. Okay, so just note down about this topic. Now, so I have written that here in general the value of g equal to 9.8 meter per second square because the exact value of gravitational acceleration is not same throughout the surface, or else when you will move inside the surface of Earth or when you will move above the surface of Earth, the value of gravitational acceleration will change. Okay, of course the change is negligible. Okay, unless the value of r is changed not to a very higher extent. Okay, so it varies at different position. Okay, first let's see at which places the gravitational acceleration varies. The first is variation with altitude. Okay, the first is variation with altitude. Means this is the surface of the earth. Okay, and this is the radius RE. Okay, so in the formula we have taken G equal to G M E by RE square. So putting the value of G, mass of earth and radius of earth, we will get it 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, but as you move above, okay, then the value of r changes. Means when r will be too greater for re, there will be a significant change in the value of gravitational acceleration. Okay, if the value of r is only slightly greater, then the change will be negligible. Okay, so first it varies with altitude. Okay, second, variation with its depth. Variation with depth. Now again, this is the radius, Earth with radius RE. Okay, but if I move inside, okay, if I move inside, if I want to find out if I want to find out the gravitational acceleration at this point, okay, at this point, here R is lesser than R, right? So in the formula Gm by R square, we need to replace it by R. The value of R is lesser. So what will happen? As you move inside, the value of R is lesser. So the gravitational acceleration will change. Okay. So this I will say it as depth. Okay. So there will be variation in gravitational acceleration with a depth from the surface of the earth. And the third criteria is variation with latitude or variation in effective G with latitude. From this topic, that is variation with latitude, we can say that the value of gravitational acceleration will be different at the poles and at the equator. Okay, it will be different at the poles and at the equator. Okay, now we know that Earth is not a complete sphere, right? Okay, so the radius will be higher. Okay, the radius will be higher at the equator and it will be lesser at the poles. The gravitational acceleration at the poles will be higher, okay, and at the equator will be slightly lesser compared to that of pole. Okay, now see here latitude means as you move on, the latitude will change. Okay, you can say this is 30-degree latitude, this is 60-degree latitude, and at the poles it is 90-degree latitude. Okay, so as the latitude changes, there is variation in the acceleration. Okay, so these three topics, that is variation of gravitational acceleration with altitude, with depth, and with latitude, this will be covered in our next video. Okay, so for today, that's it. We covered this topic about the gravitational acceleration. In our next video, we'll start with variation of gravitational acceleration with altitude. Okay, thank you.